Hey there everyone, this is Carrie with NAD Blessings, and today I have something that I am adding to our homeschool library or just free reading. I have a science lover here and he really just loves to pick up books that are sort of like almanacs or encyclopedias, and we found a couple like DK or Smithsonian or even Usborne books, and I didn't feel like I could just hand it to him and let him go and explore because of the worldview presented in that material. So I was delighted that I found one here. As you can see, it is published by Master Books. And this is actually something you have to act on pretty quickly because this is going out of print. Master Books will no longer publish this. And so the stock that they have now is all there is. So I'm going to do some flip throughs of this and show you what's in here. And if this is something that you like, be sure to add this to your cart and get it right away. I will put a link down below to the Master Books website where you can find this book. It is a hardcover book, and there are some other ones, and I'm sorry for the layout of this. Typically I do it in like a landscape, but for whatever reason my phone is not rotating. I don't know what's going on. But this is, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Oops, sorry. This here is like a general science. It covers multiple branches of science, which is why I liked it. It's not just like one topic, but as you can see, it covers all these different topics. This isn't actually going to be part of our curriculum per se. This is just going to be, I'm going to zoom back out so you can see the full 2-page spread. This is just going to be a book that we have on our bookshelves in the family room where my son can just go and get some free reading, or we want to pull it off to learn some more about a particular area that we're studying. We're actually going to be doing some work in atoms and chemistry, things like that. So this reading level is probably a little bit above where my son is, but I want to show you something in the back here in just a minute that will show you why I got this book. Okay, so you could see, little chunks of information, which is what my son likes, versus the whole page of text. So I really like the layout of this. But back here, this is why I purchased this book. I'm going to show you this section back here. Now this actually could make it an option for you to do multiple science with multiple ages and with just one book if you have a limited income. They have a science project section. There are 65 little science projects. Some I would call experiments, some are more just like activities, but there are some that are genuine experiments as well. In fact, I would call many of them to be genuine experiments. Now, as you can see, kind of the age of the kid, this is upper elementary to middle school, I would say, of the kiddos that are doing these. And as I was looking at the activities themselves, that's kind of where it looked to be, like upper elementary to middle school age. But I was thinking if a family wanted to just have one book that just was their family science, you're doing a range of ages, you could all do the activity together, letting the younger kids kind of participate, and then that would just be it for the younger kids, just doing the science project. But for the older kids, they could then go to the front of the book and then read some of the information on it and do any number of activities. You could pull vocabulary out of there. You could have them give a little oral narration back to you, what they learned. You could do all sorts of little extensions with the material in the front. So these are just some of the activities. Like I said, there are 65 of them in all different disciplines of science. So it's not just chemistry, it's not just life science, it's really a simple compass. My son would love to make that. Magnetic field. So this is just all sorts of different activities, and I love that they show the kids doing it. It shows you what the setup should look like, because that's, for me, is huge. I also want to show you, again, if you do want to pull vocabulary into this, they do have a glossary. So as you encounter some terms in the front, you could have some older kids come back here and do some vocabulary definitions and use that, use this one book as a family science course, a general science course that would just take little bits out of each of the disciplines of science. And this could be something you could do as your very first family science when you've got multiple ages of students, and then be able to decipher what branches of science your children like. After you do a couple experiments with light and sound, you find out you have a child who really likes physics, and you do a couple other experiments with plants, and you really have a biologist on your hands. So it's really interesting to me that this is not already a course, because I think this would be a great source text to do a general kind of science survey course. But when I found out it's going out of print, that makes sense. I mean, they're not going to build a course out of a book that's going out of print. So this is something that's just going in our family library. This is going to stay with us for years to come. I know my son is already excited about getting into this and doing the experiments just to kind of fill up his free time. I mean, he likes to read about science and do experiments in his free time. So this is going to go on our family library shelf. We will pull it out as it fits into our learning, but beautiful book. I really love it. I'm sad to see it's going out of print, because I would love to recommend this to more people for doing a science survey course. But if you'd like it, I will leave the link down below. You can grab it before it goes away. They have a few in stock left. I don't know how many. It doesn't say on the website how many, but it does. They did say in the Moms of Master Books group that they have a limited stock left, and once they're gone, they are not replenishing. So I hope you've enjoyed this flip through. If you have, just go ahead and give this video a like, and consider subscribing for more master books and homeschool goodies. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye.